What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at Soulash. We covered this about 9 months ago when they did a graphical update. And if you've never seen it before, this is a open-world sandbox survival roguelike RPG. But you are the bad guy in this one, which makes it a little bit different from a lot of roguelikes out there. In this one, you are a dark god that used to rule the entire plane of existence, but the armies of men and elves and all those kind of, greasy do-gooders, they came and formed armies and they cast you down, which puts you into a slumber because at the end of the day, a god can't really be killed. And so you've been sleeping for a really, really long time. And now a servant has allowed you to occupy their body as a vessel, and you are collecting the souls of the living in order to become stronger, level up, conquer the planes of existence, and become the supreme god ruling over this plane once again. This is a really, really cool game. I like it a lot. Some people kind of bounce off this game due to the high difficulty curve, but I'm going to do my best today with the 25 or 30 minutes that we've got in order to get you on solid footing with Soulash and understanding the mechanics. That way you can get the game if you think it sounds awesome, and then you can also, in the opposite case, if you find that this is just not the game for you, you can pass on it. After I do this video, I'm going to be streaming this game on the day that the video goes live. So, if you feel like 30 minutes was not enough for me to get the job done and make up your mind, you'll be able to go over to Twitch TV and you'll be able to watch me play this game for about 3 or 4 hours uncut. I will have a link to the game down below in the description. I will also have a link to my Discord and my Twitch stream down there so that you can check it on out. And so, without further ado, let's get to work, because being a dark god takes a lot of effort. Like, we gotta start from the bottom, murdering rabbits and stuff, and then move all the way up to, like, killing kings and annihilating crusaders, people with very big, very full souls full of destiny. Now, it's important to note, this game is coming out in 1.0, so the Steam branch that I'm going to be linking down below, this game is done. It's no longer in early access. So the first thing we need to do is we need to pick a race and pick a class that our vessel was prior to us taking over their body. It doesn't really matter what you pick. They've all got different things going on. There's everything from humans to evil dwarves to lizard men to demons to bone wraiths to trolls to orcs to liches to genies to golems to eldritch abominations. There's all kinds of stuff that you can pick from here, and they all come with their different bonuses, and they all come with different things that they are good at. I think we should probably go with something that's gonna be fun. So, like, let's do, like, a gnoll. That might be kind of cool. We could be, like, a gnoll god. We could also do an orc. That might work out. He gets a lot of bonuses, and he's got a really high hit chance. That sounds like a sick idea, actually. We could do a dark dwarf fallen knight. That might be kind of cool, too. Let's be an orc war boss. That sounds like fun to me, so I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. We start out with axes, we start out with all kinds of recipes. Basically, every character starts out with different stuff. We gotta pick a class. We'll go for a orcish berserker might be the stuff to go for. Yeah, let's do that. We'll go ahead and make an orcish berserker. We have the ability to rage out, which gives us +6 strength. That means that all of our hits are gonna do an extra 3 damage. So the stats here, what do you need to know about the stats? Your stats, basically, strength is your melee prowess, it's your chance of blocking, and it's your chance of hitting really, really hard. For every 2 points, you get a higher chance to parry and a higher chance to deal, you actually get a flat +1 damage for every 2 points. Endurance, it increases your physical resistance, so you take less damage. It means that you can move around a little bit easier. It means that you get more fatigue back when you rest. You do have to sleep in this game. You do have to take care of, like, your stats and your meters because there is, like, a survival influence here. Dexterity is going to be your ability to fight with smaller, agile weapons like daggers, spears, ranged weapons like bows and crossbows. Intelligence is your chance to learn a recipe. Whenever you disassemble an object. Crafting plays very, very heavily into this game. And then on top of that, intelligence is also going to dictate how much damage you deal with magic spells. Willpower, it increases your magic resistance, it increases your perception, and it reduces your speed of getting hungry, thirsty, all that kind of stuff. It also makes you get your fatigue back faster when you rest. So we're going to go all in on strength for right now. I want my character to be really, really, really good at fighting. So at the moment, we're getting +4 damage from our strength, and then we'll get another +3 damage from right there. So we should be hitting pretty hard. Like, we're going to be hitting for 10 to 14, basically, straight out of the box. That's a good character right there. Let's go ahead, and we will call ourselves Uclangor. That's a good, solid, orcish name right there. Normally I play dwarves, so I'm getting thrown off right now. All right, we'll go the greenskin route. Imprisoned for eons and banished from my own home. I finally made it back. It looks different than I left it. But it's been a long time. There's no time to waste. I'm sure whoever lives in this realm has seen me cross the veil. This body that I've taken, it's weak. I need to gather souls and regain my old strength. I hope this flesh can handle my presence. Okay, so here's our Orc Berserker. The game uses a facing system, so you control the game with WASD and also the Q and E keys. So Q and E are going to make you rotate your vision cone, and then basically W. This game functions like Resident Evil. W always makes you walk in the direction that you're facing. It takes some getting used to, but I promise after like your first 20 minutes, you'll be doing it like a pro, and you will no longer have any problems. Looking around, it looks like there's an altar. And it looks like there's a bunch of dead humans around, so basically they sacrifice themselves in order to resummon me to this plane. The first thing we need to do is we need to find a river. A river is going to give us an infinite supply of water, and so that's the first thing that I want. There's a bunny right there. We're going to go ahead and kill it because we're going to need food a little bit later. You don't really get souls from killing animals. You get like a little bit, but not a lot. We want to be careful while we're cruising around because right now we're very, very weak. I know I just said that we're a dark god. But actually, like in comparison to most of the things that exist, we are not that strong. It looks like there's, I guess, piles of bones over here. I'm going to grab that bone pile because it's a crafting material and it's actually kind of hard to come by. There's a recipe over here for a bone bow, but we don't have any dexterity, so it's not really going to be that helpful. There's a fish man over here. We can pretty easily kill this guy. There we go. We'll kill the fish man. That'll give us a knife for butchering things so that we can get food a little bit more easily. We need to pick up some rocks so that we can start making warhammers out of stone. There's an early unicorn right here. That kind of worries me. Are we dual-wielding axes right now? We are dual-wielding axes right now. I'm going to save my axes for later. I'm going to read that to learn the recipe for the bone bow. We can probably handle this unicorn, but it's tough to say. I'm going to go ahead and Blood Rage out to get some extra damage. Unicorns have crazy regenerative powers, but yeah, with Berserk on our side, we annihilated him. Some things you need to know about the UI. In the top left, we've got our HP, we've got our fatigue. You can't do anything when you run out of stamina, so keep that in mind. You can press the R key. That will allow you to rest for a moment to get some of your meter back, and you can Shift R to sleep, which will get rid of the permanent reduction in stamina that you get every time you rest. We've got our hunger meter, and we've got our food meter right there. We found our river, so that's good. We kind of want to treat this like our hunting grounds now. We're going to go back to that little nook where we're surrounded by bushes and nothing can see us to sleep at night, but during the day we're going to kind of hunt in this region. The unicorn dropped a horn. The horn is used for vile rituals, and so we're going to keep that right there. We can also butcher the unicorn, and we can butcher the fish man to get a little bit of meat, and so I would suggest maybe doing that. Oh, we've got an early elf over here. An Elven Huntsman. All right. Well, Elven Huntsman, you made a mistake. Well, maybe you didn't. So there's another one over here that wants to fight me. I'm going to move over to here. We got to run. We're getting beat up. It's time for us to go. There's too many bows firing. Yeah, I was going to say, we're getting beat on pretty good right now. I can take one elf, but I can't take two elves. So let's go see if we can disengage. I'm going to try to drag this guy back in a different direction so that he's not on top of my base while I'm over here. Bunch of fishmen in this area. Worst case scenario is we run all day, and then oh, there's another orc over there, and apparently he is not a fan of our orkiness. Not great. Could be better. Things could be resolving in a more satisfactory manner right now. So I managed to lose my tail here. It took me a little bit, though. There's no shame in running in this game. In the early game, you legitimately stand no chance against anything that's kind of, like, tougher than you. So, like, don't feel bad about having to disengage and get out of dodge. It's okay. It happens. A dark god needs time to adjust to his re-existence in the realm of the physical. If you wanted to see, I ran all over the place trying to lose those guys, and there's a pretty good chance. So it looks like we found a village over there along the riverbank. We found a village over there. So there's an orc village there. There's an elf village there. There's a human village, like, right here, I think. And so that gives us equitable hunting grounds. It's not the best thing that I've ever seen, but, like, it gives us something to work with. And sometimes that's all that you can ask. I'm going to go back to my base because we are tired and it's almost nighttime. And we didn't have a crazy productive first day, but like the first day in this game is almost universally spent just trying to find various things that you're going to need to survive. I think we're pretty good for right now. I'm going to go ahead and rest and hopefully nothing runs up on me. Oh wow, we rest really, really quickly as an orc. Okay. My last character was a little bit less sturdy than this character, and so that actually shocked me how fast, like my other character, I actually have to sit here for a while to rest. This character seems to get his R&R very, very quickly. Apparently the elves have been killing stuff over here and just stacking bones all over the place. Sort of horrifying. I didn't want to get myself added to that pile, though. If we get into a fight, I can handle one elf. I can't handle like 3 at a time that are all spamming bows at me. Let's go ahead and get a drink. There we go. We're all filled up on our satiation. Oh, that's a fishman? Okay, I'll kill the fishman. Fishman's easy. Where's the fishman at? Fishy boy, where you at? Well, Fishy boy had an elf with him across the river, which I should have predicted. Let's maybe go pick on our own people. I think if we bully the orcs first, the orcs are a little bit tough, but with blood rage, I think we should be able to handle them. And I'm trying to get maximum effort and maximum reward here. So, like, let's go see if we can find these orcs around anywhere. Hopefully there's only, like, the one of them. It looks like there's only the one. There he is. Alright, so we're going to blood rage out, and we're just going to smack this dude till he falls over. Come on. There we go. Somebody just shot something at me, though. He's got the Rags of Equilibrium. That'll give us willpower, and then we've got an axe. Oh, it's because there's elves around, too. Apparently, there's just elves hanging out in the middle of the orcish city. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. I'm just going to run back down here. We're just going to, like, recuperate for a minute. Oh. What's up, elf? You have wandered into my lair. That was a mistake. Now I've got you isolated, and you're not nearly as scary. Once you're in point-blank range, you gave up your advantage. Bye-bye, elf. We got some tights over here. There we go. We're orcs in tights. Beautiful. Do I have a slot for my orcish tights? I do for my Rags of Equilibrium, and then we will also... Yeah, there we go. We are no longer a simple orc. We are a fancy orc who wears elvish silk hosiery. That's right. We're bringing it up a notch in the orcish in the orcish fashion game. We're sort of a hallmark. You know, we're sort of that guy. Everybody looks to us and is like, man, he's well dressed. Let's go ahead and we will rest a little bit. If anybody else tries to run up on us, though, we've eliminated some of the major threats from over on this side. And so I feel like it's a good idea to maybe get into a bit more trouble over here. There's a deer. I don't think the deer matters. Oh, there's another elf. Okay, yeah. I'm going to get behind this tree. I'm going to get behind this tree, and I'm just going to hang out. Oh, now you done messed up, kid. Now you done messed up. Yeah, you don't want the smoke now, huh? Mm-hmm. Yup, this is what we do. We murder the elves. A longbow. No wonder that was hitting so hard. Okay, that makes a whole lot of sense. I was going to say that was crunchy and it hurt. There's an Amazonian down there. I would fight the Amazonian were I in better health. But alas, better health I am not. An owl man? You know, I don't know if an Owlman is hard to kill, but I'm going to roll the dice and take some chances. The actual answer to that question is the Owlman was not hard to kill at all, surprisingly. Owlman, pretty wispy. Went down easier than I thought. I need to wash all this blood off me. Like, I know being covered in blood is pretty orky. But for right now, if I could refill my water meter and get the blood off of me and then maybe go kill this fishman too. There we go. We'll level up. So, we can choose between 3 abilities right now. We can get Bull Charge. That will allow us to close the gap with archers. And it does just an absurd amount of damage. We've got Ice Bolt. Everybody can get that. It allows me to fire an explosive icicle at someone. And it scales with our main weapon damage, which means that like any character can have that independent of build. We have a light spell right here, which means that I can target something and I can make it shine with a lot of brightness. Might also be helpful. We've got 16 health right here. I would recommend maybe we take, let's get 2 levels right there, and then we'll take our endurance up. And then I'll probably take the Bull Charge spell. That sounds really, really good. He's got a spear, so I'll go ahead and take that. How's my food supply looking? My food supply is non-existent, so let's butcher these rabbits. So that gives us 2 meat. That should be enough for now. You can cook the meat if you need to, and it will give you more sustenance. It says that, like, if you eat meat without cooking it, you can get sick. But I have eaten a ton of meat in this game, and I've never gotten sick. So I don't know exactly how true that statement is. I'm not super sure about it. I do need to... Let's go ahead and break down some of this stuff for resources. So we got some wood off the spear. And if you look in the bottom left on our combat log, every time we try to disassemble something, it'll tell you your chance based on your intelligence of learning to craft that item. But it does go up, so if I keep, for example, tearing down rags, I will eventually learn how to make rags. I think you get about a plus 5% chance each time around. We got a pile of bones out of that right there, which is nice. Our axes are almost worn out, which sucks, because our axes are kind of carrying us right now. I think, yeah, let's butcher this fishman real quick. Cool. So we got 8 fish meat off of that. Looks good. Let's go ahead and rest for a second. And I'm just going to kind of like casually scan this side of the shore for any threats and or irritations. Like, we know there's an elvish village a little bit further down. Another fishman. Let's go get him. There we go. Oh, he had a little fishy and a knife on him. Sweet. Oh, there's another fish over here. Ooh, another fish man. They're only worth like 4 XP, but like, might as well kill them while we're over here. Oh, wow, dude, he had a fire sword. So he's got a sword that does 2 to 6 fire damage. That'll be really nice for when my axes run out. I'll definitely take that. There's a loaf of bread and there's a fish. Okay, so apparently this is where Jesus was giving a sermon or something. He was just like conjuring loaves and fishes over here. Let's see. I am not happy about my health state right now. Ow. You have upset me, and now I will murder you. There we go. Oh, you dropped the dress. And a sickle, apparently. Did you just try to attack me with improvised farm implements? I'm gonna gather from this berry bush too for more food. You're okay. We're gonna rest it up just to get a couple HPs back because we're not in great shape. If you wanted to like restore your HP right now, you can use a bandage. Like, that's perfectly fine, or you can click rest until healed. You will regenerate based... Oh, no. Okay. Amazons are a little bit tougher than I like, but let's see how this goes. Usually Amazons, like, absolutely torch me, but actually we went through that Amazon like she wasn't even there, so that's good. All right, well, I mean, we're clearing out the area. Like, we're making the area around our home safer so that we can, like... Cobwebs tried to immobilize Flagtail, a fisherman. Where is he at? I don't see anybody named Flagtail around here. Yeah, just rest until healed. We've got plenty of food and water on us, so I'm not that worried about kind of just making sure all my meters look good. Another fish man down here. We'll go ahead and take care of him. Kind of a waste of the durability on our weapon, but, you know. We got a sword and a knife off of him. How's our, I was going to say, we're at 30 kilograms right now out of 40 that we can carry. I just wanted to check and make sure. There's 50 food on that loaf of bread. Let's go ahead and eat it. Our armor is about to break down, but food and water resources look great. The only thing that doesn't look so great right now is the availability of, like, hand axes and stuff like that. I could break them down to get resources and possibly make my own. But for the moment, let's continue patrolling the shore over here. And I just want to make sure all threats are eliminated from inside. What are you? Silvira Urtoris, an elven noble mage. Uh-oh. That's a named character. We gotta go. I'm gonna drag her across the river the best I can. But I feel like I know how that fight's gonna go. So the mage chased me until nightfall. Until she broke line of sight, basically. Not ideal. Could have made me happier. I didn't expect to run into elvish nobility. Those are the characters you're supposed to be killing to win the game, but we are just not there yet. She was nuking me while I was running from her. She was hitting me for, like, you look at my combat log. That's literally how hard she was hitting me while I was running away. It was not great. This fish man just disturbed my slumber. How dare you, sir? How dare you? The good news is, the mage did not have any type of, like, night vision spell or anything. Otherwise, I don't think I could have lost her. We drug her far enough away from our house that I feel like we're somewhat safe. Let's go see if we can find a village to pillage and terrorize. Oh, there's a road. Oh, I see buildings. What do we have here? Oh, it's a torched city. Okay, it's been raided. I'm going to pick up some of the wood that we find around, just because it'll be useful for crafting things later on. Yeah, this place appears to have seen better days. Attacked pretty good. Chances are that means there's probably orcs around. Yeah, I was going to say. That usually is the case. We'll go ahead and charge this guy. We'll go Blood Rage. Let's take him out real quick. He's worth a bunch of XP, so I see no reason not to. Let's go ahead and rest for a minute before anybody else shows up. Now, one of the reasons why you want to wipe out these villages and these little town centers is not only for the XP. When you wipe these out, oftentimes they'll have, like, forges and, like, blacksmiths and, like, other equipment you can use to make better, more refined stuff. And so if we can clear this place out, we can actually use it as a base that we live out of. It looks like that's an Amazon that's after us over there, although I don't know where she's at. Is she on the top side of the building? Oh yeah, there's a little camp in here. Oh, there's a human left. Okay, apparently her name is... her name is Anus. Anise. All right, fair enough. Parents name kids what they want to name them. All right. Oh, wow, that person had goodies. An epic dagger. We've got the Cloak of Defiance, which gives us willpower. Okay, yeah, I'll take it all. We've also got some good and proper boots right there. We've got Egberta, who is a Amazon. What's going to happen is she's going to try to throw javelins at me. Oh, this is not good. Okay. Please die. Please die before my weapon breaks. Whew, you died before my weapon broke. Thank you for complying with my orcish demands. All right, so I think we've killed everything in the area. This has a well, and it has a campfire. I think this is our new base right here. I think this is where we live. This is going to be the headquarters of the debauchery that we are going to carry out against just the races of men, elves, and, you know, everybody else that gets in the way of us being awesome. So now what I can do is I can cook this food that I have on me. So now that we're rested, and we've got access to kind of like a central area that we can adventure out of, I'm feeling better. We're not recovering a whole lot of supplies from the salvaging that I've been doing so far, so I think we're going to have to raise our intelligence a little bit. Me have to be big smart orc before this is all going to work out. But let's eat some food real fast. And now that we have revitalized ourselves, we can also take a drink from the well. And yeah, I think this will do just fine. This looks good. We've got a berry salad over here. Listen, my orc is on keto, okay? We've got a head candle right there. That's exactly what it sounds like. It's a candle that you strap to your head, like a mining helmet, and you can use it to see in the dark. We'll see if there's any good mines. Oh, there is. What's back up in here? What is that? A portal, a stone circle engraved with runes, though their meaning is impossible to derive. Can I activate it? Like, I was going to try to activate it and see what it does, but it doesn't look like it has an activation prompt. Okay. Well, we know there's a mine over here, so we've got gold veins. Oh, sweet, dude. I don't know if there's vendors or anything in this game. Somehow I doubt it, considering our ultimate goal is just to brutalize the population until they give in to our will. But maybe we can make like a gold sword or something. I don't know. There's another dead human over here. There's a dead cow over here. Another dead mortal. Okay, let's just rest for a minute. Oh. Hello, fellow orc. What weapon am I wielding right now? Just like a hatchet? Go ahead and put the sword on. And as you can see, without our hand axe, we don't hit nearly as hard. So, like, the game is going to get harder from here. They gave us a nice little come-up by giving us those starter hatchets, but the fun is over. Now we're playing the game serious mode, where we're basically just improvise grabbing whatever we can grab off the ground and using it to kill the enemy until we get stronger. There's another human up here. He's an outlaw? Oh, cool. Nobody will even care if I kill you. People will be like, yay, the bad guy killed the right people for once. There we go. Got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Let's go ahead and salvage some of this stuff. I do want to wear the cape. I do want to wear the boots. The boots go well with my hosiery, okay? Salvage the dagger, see if we get anything out of it. Salvage the sickle. Doesn't look like we got anything. Salvage the spear. Salvage the javelins. I learned how to make arrows, so that's something. It's not much, but it's something. I'll also learn the head candle real fast. We can make a bone bow, which actually looks like it's pretty decent. We have the stuff on us right now to make a stone mallet, which does 2 to 4 damage, and it's two-handed. Go ahead and make me one of those. Go knock that out real quick. It's better than, like, anything else that we're wielding right now. After, like, this bone sword gives out on us, it may be the only good weapon we have available. Ooh, another cave. Oh, a cave full of outlaws. I think we'll be okay, because he's going to go down pretty quick. I'm going to rest. Yeah, we knocked them both out, and we got a pretty solid chance of learning, like, dagger. Oh, we got a torch, too. Nice. I'll be able to see in the dark. This actually is not the worst place to set up either. There's an empty vial. Okay, we've got some wheat grains right there. If we had a mill, we could mill that into flour. There's a hay bed right here. We could definitely take that with us and put it back by our base. That sounds good. That'll make us sleep better. We got some blackberries. We've got a primitive bow right there. Let me break all these daggers down. There we go. We learned how to make the dagger. I think... What else can I get rid of here? That's a short sword. We'll keep the short sword. That's fine. Short sword's good for us. We're a little bit overweight, so I'm going to dump one of the beds. We're going to grab that recipe. We're going to take these ingots. Oh, it's too heavy for us to pick up. Man, we got a lot of short swords. Do short swords scale with dexterity, or do they scale with strength? feel like they're going to scale with strength. I don't know, though. It's hard to say. Our Fiery Apprentice Sword actually broke already. Fair enough. I'm going to put my mallet on then. Alright, let's take this stuff back to base, and we now know that there's a mine over here, and we can use this to get resources. So there's iron over here, and there's copper over here. Okay, good. That'll be useful, because you need ingots. Oh, I can gather these berries, too. Hold on. Me a gatherer orc, not a hunter orc. There we go. More food supply is never a bad idea ever. But we're doing a pretty good job right now. We're trucking along. Alright, so back at base, I'm going to go ahead and deploy this bad boy right here so that we can sleep on it, because we are pretty tired right now, and it's the evening, so we might as well. Let's go ahead and crash for a little bit. I don't actually know if sleeping on top of like a bedroll or whatever makes it work better. I honestly have no clue. It's possible we might actually be able to interact with this. Hard to say. I know that beds have an interactable, but it looks like the bed roll, like the hay roll, does not look like it has the same thing. So, yeah, whatever. Let's go ahead and let's clean the blood off ourselves because we look ridiculous right now. And by ridiculous, I mean freaking awesome, covered in blood. Let's go ahead and we will eat some berries, I think. There we go. I wish I had like a storage chest or something around here. We've got the creative rags, apparently. I'll throw those on because I don't have any other armors available. I just need to salvage things for right now and like learn recipes. Oh, cool. We recovered a linen from that right there. We have 5 linen. That means I can make bandages. You can bandage yourself if you have a bandage available, and it makes your regeneration while resting go like way, way, way faster. So it can be useful in certain tense situations. Probably salvage. Oh, we already knew the knife. Good. Okay, I thought we didn't know the knife. What recipes exactly do I know right now? I know arrows. I've got the primitive knife ready to rock. We don't have the primitive sword, so I can probably salvage there. Hey, we got it on the 2nd or 3rd try. Good. So now we can make a bone sword as well. And all it requires is a pile of bones and a knife. Okay. An item with the cutter attribute. Good. What do I need for this? I need an anvil, a hammer, 2 ingots, and a candle. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I feel like the dagger and the short sword icon are really similar to one another. They're a little bit different if you look at them, but like at a rapid glance, kind of similar. So what goodies do I have? I got 2 copper ingots right now. Okay. I would like them to add a sort button so that it just pulls everything to the top left and then sorts it in a stack. That would be really, really helpful. We can probably leave some stuff back here. Oh, cool. I learned how to make pants, too. Loverly. I'm going to leave the torches up inside of our base. Just because I like the light radius. It makes me happy. It means that I can fight in the dark. I actually don't know what we should leave behind. I'm kind of a pack rat in this game because your weapons break so quickly. Oh, there's more bandits? Oh, there are, dude. Look at this. More bandits for us to murder. Free souls. Free souls. Give me all of your free souls. He sworded at me, dude. He sworded at me. He used potty mouth language at me. Oh, there's an orc up here, too. All right. Cool. Welcome to being dead. We've got some frozen. Wow, +3 to endurance? Good lord. Yeah. +3 to endurance? It actually wouldn't be a bad idea for me to keep an intelligence set over by our campfire. That way I can swap on the intelligence set whenever I'm doing a bunch of salvaging. That might work pretty good, actually, for, like, getting my crafting levels up. It might be worth thinking about to do that. Now, I don't know it for certain, but it seems like there might be a human village up here. And so I think this is a really good time to raid that human village. Apparently the humans are aware of the fact that me, a super awesome orc, has arrived. Oh, there's a flail? That's pretty cool. I'm going to break that guy down. Apparently I learned how to make a scythe. All right. Fair enough. I'm going to keep the flail on me just in case I need to use it. How's my equipment? My mallet's not looking great. I may need to make another one, but I don't have enough rocks. It's also kind of dark and scary out here. All right, so there's definitely a human village around here somewhere. I have been wiping out humans like non-stop until the morning comes. Oh, you're trying to shoot me with arrows. I see what the goal is here. Wait, did you throw a rock at me? What did you throw at me? Because you didn't really have anything on you. Oh, you can cast the fishing rod as a weapon. So she was like whipping me with the fishing rod. Gotcha. A shirt of the boar. Well, that only gives +1 endurance, so I'm not going to worry about it. Our mallet's almost broke, so we'll go ahead and salvage that right now. We'll throw on that short sword real quick. Oh, no. It's a grizzly bear. Run! Flee! Dark God don't want no smoke with a freaking grizzly, dude. Hopefully the Dark God got legs that can outrun a grizzly. But then again, as the old adage goes, you don't really need to outrun the bear. You just gotta outrun the guy you're with. So, like, you know, could swing either way. I'm coming back home, and I'm gonna get a drink, and I'm gonna have a snacky. I'm just gonna have a little snacky over here. You know, just to recuperate a little bit. We'll rest for a minute. And then I guess that my invasion into the human lands was somewhat curtailed by a surprisingly beneficent bear that appears to be fighting for the side of humanity. Don't like it, would rather not deal with it, but that's... Oh, there's another human over here. Hold on. Get him! Ah! You know, I would like to have that, but I can't fit any more crap on my character. Like, I have a lot of things on me right now. Like, a lot of things on me. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to make, like, a little loot pile or something in our base. Let's make a stash, I guess. We'll make a dash to make a Hey. You're gonna carve me up and see what I'm made of? Oh, she's an outlaw chieftain? Okay, well, here, I'll pop my abilities on you then. And look at that. Now you're the chieftain of the dirt. Brutal leather armor, a quick dagger, and some pants. I'll take the brutal leather armor. One thing I do like about this game, it has armor layering. So if your underlayer, your overlayer, your cloak, you've got your hood, your helmet, like it's got armor layering. Like you can put on pants and then you can put on like, you know, sabatons, or you can put on like greaves over the top of your pants. Like I really actually like the armor layering in this game. So many games just don't bother to put armor layering in. And that's a bummer because armor layering is rad. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, we were playing a little bit of Soulash, which is a roguelike that I like a lot. It's not a game that has like a ton of narrative or anything going on, but it's a game where you just get to roam around and just be the bad guy you want to be. You can be the Lich King. You can be an Orc War Chief. You can be a Gnoll War Chief. You can be just a giant raging golem that's pissed off for God knows why. You can do whatever you want, and the goal is just to kill everybody. It's a good catharsis game, especially if you spend time in traffic on the 80. I'll see you later. Thank you for stopping on in. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and that's all I got for you. Bye-bye.